Hello dear, welcome back to the channel. I am Natalie, spelled Natalee, and I am here to do your week ahead forecast. We will be incorporating astrology, the transits of the week, my psychism, the downloads that I've received for you, and the psychic tunings, the information that came through, and then we will also be using the tarot cards. So it's going to be fun, it's going to be great. For those of you who have been with me for a very long time, I have a wonderful story to tell you. So I have a lot of notes. This is going to be a longer reading, so feel free to pause and play throughout the day or your life, whatever. There's a lot of notes here. This is a really big week for all of us, for every single person. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a long one. So when I was doing that, as you guys can see, I incorporate a lot of different color pens. I love gel pens. I love pens and markers and all that kind of stuff. So I have these little bags that I keep them in. I emptied one, transferred it, it's a thing, and out popped these guys. Now, these were little notes that I made for a tarot reading. I took a picture of it and I sent it to someone, and just to sort of help them with the interpretations. I wrote down, this one has a number 7, this one has King of Wands, and there's like these little itty bitty little notes about them, right? And so they've just kind of been here as I've been taking a look at the week ahead for you guys. And I realized that the pouch that these shook out of, and this was all sort of like a little time capsule from a year ago. And I thought to myself, is that when I started? Yeah, so they guided me back to my channel to the very first video, guys. It was like March 13th or March 15th to the 31st. This is literally exactly 1 year from when I began putting tarot videos on YouTube. And I went back and watched a little bit of the beginning of the Capricorn, March 15th to the 31st. And I almost forgot that I just started putting up YouTube videos as a fluke. Now I remember why. I was like showing people how to do tarot readings and talking about the layouts of the tarot cards and the meanings. The sun just came out after being hidden for days here in LA. That's not by accident. And it's just, we are full circle. So congratulations to the channel. Woohoo! Happy birthday to the channel. Happy birthday to, all of this stuff. So we'll see if this comes up in the tarot card part of this reading. That'll be really crazy and interesting. Okay, so there's that. And it actually has some reference into what this week is going to be about for all of us. So the downloads. So they brought back Wild World. And it's interesting because they brought it back dimming. It's like a dimming fading of that song. Sorry, my mascara. It's a dimming of that song, and that's fading out. And what faded in, it started with a little flutter, and then it just overtook almost the rest of your psychic session. Butterflies. That's definitely someone's confirmation that this is your message, or butterflies are meaningful to you. They are, of course, symbolic of the soul. So there's a whole lot of history with butterflies. And I knew it was really funny because I knew, anyway, so it's like the end. Oh, I don't want to give it away. The end of Children of Men. I love that movie. I don't know why they're giving me first date movie, Children of Men. That's like not a typical first date movie, but they're having me say that. So for some people, for that first date, Children of Men, that's significant. Okay, so, God, I love that movie. Sorry. After the butterflies, so there's a lot of butterflies fluttering everywhere. Then what they gave me, they showed me that it's this little thing. Okay, so when you're running, when like professionals race, runners, I don't know, I'm sorry. They run, it's like they crouch down and they put their foot up against like a thing, right? Is that what it looks like? They put their foot, and then when the gun goes off, they go full, they push off of that little thing and they propel forward, right? That's what they gave me. That little thing that you put your foot on, right to push off on before you run, before you start the race. And then they gave me this heart. It actually started at the beginning of the psychic tuning. This heart sensation, like in the middle of my chest. It was really uncomfortable. It felt sort of like tight, but not worried, where I'm worried about myself. But it just felt sort of, but then at the end, the last part of your tuning is, it's like excitedness. There's like an excited energy here. It's like, I don't know if it's that you're so excited, your heart's bursting out of your chest. I don't know, but that's what I got. Okay, so that's the downloads. I'm going to go through the notes for the astrology, and then we will get to the tarot. So the tarot is going to be at the end, guys. If you guys want to timestamp everything, I will pin you to the top. So first of all, this is going to cover the week of March 5th. Oh no, a squirrel. You guys know me. Everyone bought the pistachios, and so I don't have any pistachios for him. He comes up to the glass, guys. He comes up to the glass like, and he's right here. He's right here. He's looking at me like, what's up? What's the dealio? Oh, he's so cute. Okay, I'm going to put the pictures in here so you guys, okay. So, sorry. So first of all, this is covering the 15th to the 21st, and there's a lot happening in the sky. And happy International Astrology Day. Before I forget, now he's, do you guys see him? Oh, you can't. You do see him. He's right there. Okay. I just had to share my little, okay. Sorry. So, International Astrology Day is March 20th, 21st. Everything I have is off of my ephemeris, which is universal time. Sorry, I don't know if I got like all the parts. Anyway, so that's really fun, really cool. It coincides with the beginning of the astrological season and everything. So that'll be cute. This week is a key shift. It's a key moment for humanity. All right, so yeah, we're diving right into it. It's super serious now. The biggest thing here, and I knew I was going to call this the times they are A-Changin, you know, because for that precise reason. 500 years ago, Pluto and Saturn conjunct in Capricorn. And at that time, it coincided with the Protestant Reformation. And it's really triggering for me personally. And I'm interweaving little details and bits about how this is working out for me so that you can kind of see how it may be working out for you. Because sometimes I feel like when I talk about the energies, you know, if someone's confused and if I'm confused and I hear a lot of options, I feel like all of them are I feel like all of it applies. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to so I'm going to be doing that throughout this video. So, okay. Right. So the Protestant Reformation, I didn't pay a lot of attention in school. I was a dreamer, looking out the window. I was always stressed about my life. Like as a child, I was always stressed about things going on at home, money, survival, like that kind of stuff. So to me, growing up, school was just, you know, it's like I have bigger fish to fry. And I went to Catholic school and that didn't help. That wasn't good for me. And so I didn't pay attention a lot. I mean, right? But I did pay attention to this part. I loved history. History and English were the only things that I really paid attention to. And I remember learning about this about 3rd or 4th grade, and I was obsessed with it. I was obsessed with Martin Luther. I remember when I learned how he put the indulgence, he put the thing, oh God, he nailed it to the door about indulgences. When I first learned that the Catholic Church sold indulgences, sold little pieces of paper, like, you know, to just go sin. Oh, you sinned? Let me write you up. Oh, it's going to be, you know. That's when I really, that was the beginning. That was the first big break for me from the church. I mean, it was never really that strong. The next time came later in the same year when my religion teacher was talking to us about the return of Jesus Christ. And I asked her, I said, do you think he's really coming back? And she goes in front of the whole class, honestly, no. No. Sorry, coffee tongue. So that's when I was like, boom, I'm out of here. And that was like 3rd or 4th grade. So for me, but here's the thing about Martin Luther and the Protestant Reformation, the Great Schism. That was the first time I learned that word, schism. I loved it and I was obsessed with it. Like the rest of the year, and I feel like the next year or two in class, I would sort of just, my mind would just spiral on Martin Luther, and I just kept imagining it. I just kept, not past life memory. I'm not saying that I was imagining as a child, imagining putting myself there. And I thought to myself, one idea, one man's one idea changed everything. It changed the world. It changed how we live in the world, how we organize ourselves, how we interact with each other. He changed people's connection. And this is what I always resented about the church. This man changed our connection to God, to source, to the divine by removing the middleman, or reducing the power of the middleman. All right. I was obsessed with it. I was absolutely enthralled. And it sort of got me into offshoots of different interests, but this was like the kernel that I connected with. This is the very concept that is coming up for us right now and for you in your life this week. It is the concept of personal power, authority, Saturnian, Capricornian themes of self-power, self-authority. Not only that, but spirituality. The sea goat, where is it? Here, he's over there. The sea goat, the Capricorn icon has the tail of a fish and then the upper body and the head of a goat. It actually represents a Jesus Christ sort of theme in the Capricorn like story. It represents how we start in the deepest, darkest, murkiest swamp waters of primitive man, like being human, and how we are meant to transcend through materialism, transcend the earthly material things that Capricorn rules, the shadow, the achievement, success, fame, glamour, money. That's all lower shadow Capricorn. Transcend through to the top of the mountain, the real mountain goat, spirituality. All right. So 500 years later, here we are. It's a revolution. It's a revolution. And honestly, I've been extremely unpopular my entire life for always talking about that and for being super into manifestos and writing manifestos and just I'm ready for this. I'm totally ready and excited for the revolution. The revolution is happening. We are in it. The revolution is happening in our consciousness, and it's about this connection to source. It has to happen for all of us in the 5D before it comes down and filters down into the 3rd dimension. It's already happening. Looking back, I'm all over the place now, but here we go. Looking back into January of this year, that's when this was exact, when Pluto met Saturn in the sky in Capricorn. The same conjunction that was 500 years ago with Martin Luther and the Protestant Reformation. Look back to January, I'm going to say 8th, 9th, 10th, and 12th because it actually happened right over my birthday, January 8th. Yes, I do share my birthday with Elvis Presley, Stephen Hawking, and David Bowie. I do. I know. It's so... Anyway, so that was also at the time of the Cancerian lunar eclipse, January 10th. This is an elongated effect. All right, so there's clues. January had some clues. February and March has been dominated by Mercury retrograde, so there's been a lot of confusion. All right, let me get back on track here. I'm getting way too off track now. Hold on. Okay, so I'm not off track at all. That's funny. So yeah, the shift is the shift in power. And here's what I really want to bring to the forefront of your attention. Harvey Weinstein. If you don't believe me that there's a revolution happening, that there are major events taking place on a personal and global level, look at Harvey Weinstein. That is incredible. We have bigger things to talk about with COVID-19, but it is the real beginning of a new era. It's just, I mean, for those who knew the power of this man in his heyday, it's for those people, it's just like jaws dropped. Okay, this is something that younger generations are not going to be able to feel it. They're not going to be able to feel the oppression that we have been feeling, that we are living through and overcoming and revolutionizing against. This is like a real shift in power, a real rebellion, a real revolution, because it's happening from the inside out, okay? The fact that COVID-19 has everyone in self-quarantine, it's like forcing us collectively to stop and go inside, okay? Not only is the shift happening with personal power and changing people's... Here's what's happening. The shift is happening in people's consciousness in terms of changing their understanding of the divine, changing their relationship to the divine, and how we see ourselves as expressions of the unique energies. Like how we express the divine, how we are divine beings. That's the shift. All of that is being, okay, shifting. So, personally, because like I said, that happened like right over my birthday, and the eclipses, Capricorn, there's 5 more to happen this year. There's 5 more eclipses this year. The last bit of this Capricorn Cancerian energy, I'm personally jumping right into the energy, and I am no longer resisting it. I resisted it this entire year, so not hardly, but like fearfully resisting the identity of a psychic, the identity of an esoteric teacher and instructor, and professional weird person. So I recognize this for myself because I've been guided to offer private one-on-one psychic instruction, tarot, astrology, incorporation. I know that I'm meant to serve the greater public in that sense, that I am meant to bring these things to the masses. Okay? So you guys are going to be seeing more about that. That's another reason why the website's totally different. It's a whole, I'll talk more of that at the end, but that's like a personal revolution for me that you can see happening in a Capricorn, that I had to overcome my lower shadowy Capricorn parts of myself, not wanting to let go of being an actress, not wanting to let go of certain things, and blah, 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 blah. And look at where I am now. So if you guys are resisting, you're making it harder for yourself, but you need to make it harder for yourself so you experience the pain that you need to experience to give yourself the perspective and to help yourself grow. Okay, so be patient with yourselves, and if anything ever gets super overwhelming, just come home to the channel, to the A-Changin, to the WatchNatalee YouTube. Just come home, rest, take care of yourself, have some witch's brew, some snacks, scooby-snacks, snickety snacks, and when you feel better, when you feel stronger, go back out there to die another day, okay? So I'm supporting you guys. Of course, you guys already know that, though. So since then, so that's the overall shift, okay? The overall shift is this huge revolution in personal consciousness and then affecting us all, everyone on the global level, okay? Since then, it's become the new foundation. Oh, I said that already, sorry. It's become the new foundation for how we understand power and how we've organized human life. When I say since then, I mean since the Protestant Reformation. So that has created that one guy's idea. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. One person's idea. He changed up. Okay. So I talked about January. Oh yeah. So January 12th, the sun was in Capricorn. Cancerian full moon lunar eclipse. Uranus had just stationed direct on January 11th. That's the very beginning of a long influence that you'll be looking farther than the events. Sorry, I know I said that already too, but it's true. It's Uranus had just, oh, that's right. That's why they had me say that. Interesting. So this is a year of a lot of retrogrades. So I know 2020 has already been super duper intense, guys. It's going to keep being intense until more of these retrogrades start hitting. It's going to be a lot of change. These times they are a change, and that's what this reading is about. So I'm helping guide you through these changes. These changes are going to keep happening. As things start to stop up and clog up and go retrograde, that is the time for us to process the changes and to get used to the changes and acclimate to the changes. So don't fear the retrogrades. It's okay. And we're going to get through it. And we're going to get through it, and I'm here to help get us all through it, okay? Okay. Oh, also shifting are our thoughts and realizations about interconnectedness. So that's COVID-19. It's the internet. I love the internet so much, you guys. I know we all love the internet. I know that. For me, I have my moon in Aquarius, so I really love the internet. And I can really appreciate how it allows me to connect with people without physically, right? Like you and I, we're all like connecting without even, you can connect with me whenever you want. You just click into my you know what I'm saying? Like, how cool is that? Anyway, so that's coming up as part of the shift as well. And oh man, they don't want me to say that. Sorry. I had something really cool to say. They don't want me to say that though. Okay, they want me to move forward. So basically, long story short, actually, let me go back up. Sorry. Okay. They also channeled to me the divine masculine and feminine that I channeled last year has something to do with this week. I don't know how or why, but do you guys remember when I was channeling the divine masculine and the divine feminine in this like epic love story last year? Well, I don't know. That's what there's. Okay. So the sun will enter Aries March 21st. Now this is all universal timing. So it's Saturday, or just apply it for your time zone. The moon will be in Sagittarius and then Capricorn and then Aquarius this week. Mercury will be in Pisces Tuesday the 17th-ish. Venus will stay in Taurus. Mars will be conjuncting Jupiter in Capricorn later in the week, Thursday, Friday, the 19th, 20th. And then the biggest news ever, we have Saturn entering Aquarius Sunday the 21st. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna do a separate video on that, maybe, or I might just incorporate it into the moon reading. I'm not sure, but the long story short of that, actually there's no long story short, sorry. Well, anyway, the sun will be sextiling Saturn the 18th, 19th, 20th, Wednesday, Thursday. So the later end of the week, they're both about to change signs. The sun's about to move from Pisces into Aries. Saturn's about to make this huge move from Capricorn into Aquarius. It's going to go retrograde later. It's going to move forward. Don't worry about it yet. When this happens, the sextile, there's that opportunity. Remember, there's an opportunity opening up for you. You should see something very tangible. There should be something firming up for you, and wherever that is happening in your life, look at your chart. Groundedness, sureness, practical stability. And it has to do with purpose, identity. Something's going to pop for someone. I mean, okay. So by the end of the week, you may know where you are in terms of your own personal, how do I put this? There's this revolution happening in the consciousness of all of us, right? In the collective consciousness, there's a personal revolution happening. Where do you fit into it? So I gave you some stuff about this week. I gave you the overall picture. As far as the Artegan ideal goes, the Artegan lifestyle, we are based in love, truth, and integrity. Okay? I know it's a tall order. that's kind of what's being asked of you. You're being tasked with this. By the end of the week, you may know where you are in that vibration, love, truth, and integrity, and wisdom. Wisdom is big Capricorn. And you will know your barriers to it, your own shadow parts, your own, because listen, Mars conjunct Jupiter, people are going to be showing who they really are. There's actually a huge thing in April. I'm going to save it for the new moon, full moon readings. But in April, there's actually going to be a bit of, if you have any enemies, if you have any people in your past that have actually tried to sabotage you, they could be coming back to try and throw shade on you or take something of your, like there will be something coming up for some of you in April. I will save it for the moon readings, but it's sort of, okay, it's sort of going on in terms of free will. We all have free will. Not everyone wants to grow. Not everyone wants to, I mean, everyone does want to, but not everyone's ready to. So you're going to be surrounded by people that have not been with us the past, however long you've been with me here on the WatchNatalee channel. They're not in that vibration. They don't even, you know what I'm saying? You are tasked with deciding for yourself the relationship you're going to have with your own divinity and spirituality. Okay? That's how it filters down on the most personal level. So there's a revolution happening globally, and it's because there's revolutions happening individually. I'm here to start the revolution of consciousness. I am all for it. That is why I am like, you know what? Okay, all right, fine. I'm weird psychic girl Natalie. Weird. Oh! You guys ready for this? Look at this. Look at how adorable. Look at that. Isn't this cute? This is my new hat, my new witch hat that I got to just be really like self-empowered and, you know, I'm a witch. Oh my God. I didn't mean to wear the Halloween shirt with the hat. I feel like it just makes me look a little bit goofy, but I am goofy. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to be wearing this a lot, so get used to it. Not really on camera because it doesn't make rational, logical sense, but I mean out in my life. So just so you know, I will be wearing my regular clothes and I'll be wearing this hat. I mean, I'm just going to be out and proud and not hiding the fact, sorry, that was loud, not hiding the fact that I am what some would call a witch. Anyway, so I'm ready for the revolution of consciousness. I think I've been ready since about the 3rd or 4th grade. Okay. Here's something you have to pay attention to astrologically. Jupiter and Pluto are moving into alignment in the early days of April. It's the first of 3 major connections. So watch for the shifts of power. Here is big. The shifts in power in your own life, your marriages, your parents, your siblings, your daughters and sons, your friends. I don't mean to make it so like Hansel und Gretel. Anyway, the power is shifting in us and therefore in our world. I feel like it's going to be Saturn shifting into Aquarius. I feel like it's going to be Jupiter and Pluto meeting in the sky. It's also going to be Mars, because Mars is hitting Jupiter this week. He's going to go on to hit Saturn and Pluto. So Mars is like kicking a lot of stuff off, activating. So look at the bigger, so we have Saturn in the sky, changing signs into Aquarius. We have Jupiter meeting Pluto. Those are the outer planets. Think of it like an outer ring, the outermost ring over here. And then I just want to get you trained up a little bit. Then on the inside, go one ring smaller. And then you have, let's say we have the eclipses. So those are 6-month influences. Okay. You go a circle inward than that, and you have those personal planets like Mars conjuncting Jupiter, and then later on Pluto, Saturn. So you have these 3 layers of energies where you can see what's happening on the macrocosm and the microcosm. You can see the outer arcs of the biggest changes that are happening over a lot of time, and then you have the most moment to moment changes in mood, because the moon moves every 2.5 days. Moon goes void of course every 2.5 days. Okay, so we have these little fluctuations. I mean, everything is just there for us. With astrology, with tarot, with developing our psychic ability, everything is there for us to manifest whatever we want in life. This is about meeting it, meeting the challenge of overcoming the lower vibrations that are keeping us down, keeping us in our shadow selves. Jupiter moving into alignment with Pluto. It's characteristic of how we bring this forward, of how we bring our revolution forward in our lives. God, Saturn and Pluto. Okay. This Mars conjunct Jupiter. Okay, so Mars is a sign of action, courage. Jupiter, philosophy, higher learning, a lot of other things too. How it's manifesting, it's an opportunity for us to get honest with ourselves about our own energy and what energy we're sharing, what energy that we are bringing to the table, putting out into the universe. It's being honest with ourselves. And this is where I kind of jumped the gun and told you, like, yeah, people, you're going to see people's true colors. What did I say? That was Thursday, Friday. So near the end of the week, the 19th, 20th, is that Mars conjunct Jupiter. So real motives, real agendas, people's true colors. And what I said about truth, love, and integrity, that's the personal revolution that's happening. So it should be clear to you guys, a couple of people, or I don't know how many it'll be, but you should be able to see those people, not only those people that they have the barrier to that they're fighting through, but also your personal barriers to love, to truth, to integrity. If you have any personal barriers, it's going to be coming up so that you can work through it, negate it, transform it, alchemize it into a strength, alchemize it into being a part of your journey, part of your revolution. It's just part of it. But it's about getting real with ourselves about what we're bringing to the table. Warning, people will use their free will to choose against evolution. April. The truth of what is inside us personally will come through, so watch the show. I wrote it down, so watch the show. You could see fireworks with Mars and Jupiter is all I'm saying, okay? Okay. This week is a key moment in this shift for humanity. This shift is rooted in consciousness before the third dimension. I said that. I think I said everything I needed to say. Happy International Astrology Day. Yeah, that's about it. Let's get to the tarot. Because, oh shoot, I'm sorry if my hair is like not completely even. Man, my cards are like all swishy swashy. Okay. Hold on, they want me to. Okay. So, as a reminder, the downloads were wild world fading, dimming out into butterflies. Lots of butterflies. And that little thing that runners step off from when they're running. And an excited heart, but sort of like tight in the chest or something. This week ahead. What do we need to know about this week ahead? For whoever wants to come through. Right here, right in the middle too. Okay. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, no, hold on. How did I pick it up? I hate when this happens. Okay, for some of you it's in reverse, for some of you it's upright. I first saw it in reverse, but for some of you it is upright. I'm going to keep it in reverse because that's how I first saw it. The Knight of Staves in reverse. This is really interesting because this is this could be one of two things. This is either someone who is not acting on their passion, not following, like not honoring an impulse. Whether that's good or bad is a judgment that we don't make. We don't make any judgments on the Watch Natalie channel. That's why I'm saying, like, it could be good, it could be bad. I don't know how it's working for you. So for some of you, it's in reverse. But like I said, for some of you, it really, I feel like it would be upright. And for those of you where this is upright, this feels a little bit like brashness. I'm sorry. Like, it's the horse's eyeball. Like, look how crazy. It just looks a little bit like wild. You know? Impulsive. What's the next energy? Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to put them back in reverse. The Page of Pentacles. Okay, so if this is resonating for you in reverse, there's an action. Someone's holding back an action. Someone's holding back, holding back an action. Now they might have to because of what's going on. But what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing here is that it's because they want to learn more about, it's like they want to learn more about how to work together or how to assimilate. It's almost like they're not taking an action before they know what they're doing. Sounds like a smart, wise person. It is yours. Actually? Wow. Yeah. Sorry. They told me, they're like, go get that hermit. Okay, so we have the World, the Knight of Pentacles, the Star, and the Hermit. And for me as a reader, for me, and it's for a lot of other readers too, but for me as a reader, for sure, the Star is the Star and the Hermit's lantern. Okay? So this is about finding your star, finding your light, finding your kernel of truth. Finding what you can follow with faith and assurance that it will lead you right back to yourself, but really yourself, because it's divine. It's, you know, that was kind of a bad impression that they made on me in Catholic school, because I really didn't trust anything or anyone after that, in terms of, like, I know I needed that experience so that I didn't get like wasting time into, okay, I feel really bad about saying it, like wasting time in churches, but I had to have that experience so that I had to have that experience so that I could go on my own path. And everyone does have their own individual path. That's why there's no judgments here. If it takes me 50 years to learn how to be patient, I'm not going to judge someone where it takes them 50 years to learn something that I was born kind of knowing and accepting about life. You know what I'm saying? It's just not worth it. So, I mean, I know I had to have that like Roman Catholic experience to actually bring me closer to source. And that's kind of what this is. This hermit is like, what's my light? What matters to me on planet Earth? Do I care about love, truth, and integrity? Do I care, you know? And it's like, I need to figure it out, or I don't know anything about I need to figure this out. You go off alone, and when you're alone, the energies that you're channeling, you have a better sense of like organization. And that's why you go, you purge, you cry, you talk to God or source or universe, you know, whatever you want to call it. And that's what matters, is your connection, you connecting to your higher self, your divine connection, your own divinity. Okay, you are the star. Like, you follow what you feel or think is separate from you. Maybe someone that embodies this state, okay? But if they're not bringing you back to yourself, if they're like, yeah, and this is why I never trusted church. And that's why when even like you'll hear me talk about on the channel that I do not condone any sort of organized religion or spirituality that alienates a person from their own divinity. If they're trying to like preach themselves as some sort of like Messiah or Savior, or, you know, I've seen like scam churches, and okay, so it's just like a whole thing here. So remember the Protestant Reformation, remember 500 years ago, you know, just that's the theme here, is a shift in power. Okay, so the shift in power, it's like you're going to yourself. You're going right into yourself this week. You're going to get a clue. You're going to get a message. You're going to get a tangible sense of reassurance that you are getting closer to yourself, that you are one step closer to really, really channeling your own, how do I say this? It's like, God, help me here. Help me. This is like you are someone around you. Oh, okay. They want me to do this. Sorry. Okay, so for those of you where this is resonating in the reverse, someone is withholding action because they want to study you, they want to learn about you or learn how to work with you, either in business, family, personal relationship, love, or otherwise. And in doing so, by withholding certain action or action in general, is how it triggers all of this. It's when they learn more, when they research more, is when they learn about all of this. So you're probably a catalyst for change. You're probably this more spiritual. I'm probably channeling someone else's experience of you. If this is you, sorry, they got me so excited when they gave me that. This is you. For some of you, sorry, I spat. Now I'm spitting. For those of you where this is in the upright, this is you taking action this week. Very collaborative, very, very studious, but learning, open-minded, fresh, willing, great attitude, great work ethic, very collaborative, very like you get along with everybody and everyone likes you. And here's the thing. The two of, here, how do I put this? This is a master. This little dude, he's a master craftsman who's been commissioned by the church and the pocketbook to make these little things, okay? To put those pentacles in the archway. So the Eight of Pentacles is that guy sort of just like hammering on the pentacles, and like you see the pentacles up there. That's the apprentice. It's the apprenticeship energy. And that's kind of what I'm getting with the Page of Pentacles, is that there's like this apprenticeship to a master here. So I feel like for those of you where you are taking action this week, I feel like you are either on one end of the spectrum, like you are learning from a master in some way, shape, or form, or you are masterly and you are bringing people along to your thing, showing them how to do this. And it's great for both of you, because it's like the Knight of Pentacles is bringing this really solid, stable reference to the pentacles over here. And then you literally have cosmic energy surrounding you here with the World, the Star, and the Hermit. So it's like part of this is divine, part of this is self-determined. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Right? The World card. And that's what's dimming. The wild, oh my God. That's what's dimming. That's what they meant when they said that. When they were playing the song Fading Out, that's what they meant. That's what the message is that Harvey Weinstein bullshit way of living and the way the world works is fucking over. Like, get to fucking stepping. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, I'm swearing a lot now. But seriously, that's what this is. This is like over. It's done. It's gone. It's over. It's over. It's already over. The revolution, it's already here. Revolution's already here. I'm like probably late. I'm kidding. I'm totally not late. The butterflies. Wow. Reincarnation, rebirth. It's the wild world is fading out. It's part of the cycle that's ending, and what's rebirthing the beginning is the butterflies. It's the soul. This is also an icon of the soul. For those of you learning tarot, the star, because this woman is these stars were falling and they sort of just like formed into a human female and formed into her. She is stardust. She's made of the sky. Okay? Interesting. Now she's going to be like a butterfly for me moving forward. Because they're telling me that she's like the butterfly. She's the soul. She's the spirit. Also Querent energy. Whoa. I'm looking at this horse's eyes again. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at right there. Look at right there. You see that? That's it. That's it. That's it. This energy is the racer runner thing. That's like that. That's what that is. That's what this is. Sorry. That's what this is. So for some of you, it's you're standing there and you're waiting to push off. You're waiting to hear the pow and you're waiting to go. For others of you, you know what this might be? This is the week. Thank you. They're confirming it for me. So it doesn't matter if it's in reverse or if it's upright. If it's in reverse, you're a little you're excited, but you're apprehensive. So it's going to happen no matter what. If it's upright, then you're not apprehensive and you're ready to embrace the change. So this is really more about your attitude towards change. Because okay, you're going to get a clue this week. There's going to be a movement forward. There's no way that that's not true. With everything that's happening. That's in the sky and everything. It just makes me feel weird when it's like, see how it's, sorry, so distracting. This is how you feel about the changes coming. So either way, I feel like there's going to be someone to help you. There's going to be someone solid. The more Capricorn energy you have around you, the better, because it's solid, stable. And this is like the time of Capricorn right now to shine. So that's where we get the stability of these pentacles. So this is it. This week, you're going to be... And here's the thing. With these cosmic energies surrounding this little bitty Knight of Pentacles. Now, out of all of the Knights that are insecure, the Knight of Pentacles is the most secure. This is the Knight that doesn't move until he's secure. Let me put it that way. This is the Knight, he doesn't move until he knows for sure. That's why it takes him forever. So this has been a long time coming, but only when conditions are right. And this is the week where conditions are right. Okay, we have 3 major arcana energies. You know what? I've been doing this lately. I've been doing this and this is interesting. And the last we hit all 4 downloads. Woohoo! The last download, that excited heart thing, that's this. That's like some of you, you're like really excited, but it's like terror. And then some of you, it's like more anxiety about the change. So this is the interconnectedness that this week the sky is going to show us, is pondering that interconnectedness with others and how we feel about learning from others, how we feel about sharing what we know with others, how we feel about sharing ourselves with others, our own personal power. Okay, guys, so... Oh, I didn't even clarify. We will clarify real quick. I don't know how long this reading is or how long this video is, so Because I had to start and stop. Any last messages? Oh no, what is it? Oh, I was stressed for half a second because it popped out on its own. Okay, the Eight of Staves. This is the week you're going to hear the news. You're going to give the news. You're going to, this is that week. So it could even be something that you hear that takes you from inaction to action, and then it kicks the rest of this off. Yes. And the fact that it came out before I was done shuffling is indicative that you're going to get this information, and it's like, I would recommend cleaning your house, preparing everything, sobering up, washing your clothes, and just meditating and just getting ready for whatever the change is. You should have some clues as from January as to what the changes are. Speaking of January, when we had the Cancer eclipse in the family of Cancer Capricorn eclipse, it's no coincidence. So I feel like it's either going to be... I feel like the theme is January, but the actual... like what it has to do with the actual things itself, you'll have to see where Capricorn is in the Capricorn Cancer axis in your chart. I'm not going to pull it. All right, Page of Pentacles and the when I dropped it incredibly dramatically like that, look at how it came out. The Empress with the star. Taking it. I'm taking all of them. Look at the Empress, the King of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Star to clarify. Sorry about that. Sorry. So, the King of Wands has shown up, and I do have a little itty bitty... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to tell you. Okay, so I'm going to read it to you. The King of Wands gives you faith in yourself, monogamous, will plunge into a relationship, supports creative efforts, but can be committed elsewhere. You know, that's when I tell you that he, you know, everyone wants his attention and that he's supportive of everybody, but his time is sort of crunched. Calendars, time slots, agendas summoned. Okay? Just can't with this. Okay, so there's my little, you can see how dirty it is and how old it looks. Okay. Now with the Empress is what we have here. We have convenient marriage, unwieldy imagination, outpouring of emotion, inspires heart to open an onslaught of fantasy and creativity. This is the seven, sorry, I'm not supposed to talk about the seven yet, but look at it. And then here we have possibly marriage. For some of you, definitely commitment. So something that is firming up for you guys this week is definitely a relationship. Doesn't even have to be romantic, just good for you. Healing, okay? And you guys know that I thread the energies over here to the star over here. So it's like it all wraps up. This is all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cosmic energies on your table here, okay? So this looks like someone is probably studying, okay, all of this. Look at that. There's like they're learning, researching, reading. Holy shit, you guys can hear news. You could hear news You could hear a big news this week about a partnership, about a collaboration, about some sort of profitable collaboration that you want to move on, and it'll be real. Like, I see you studying. I see you needing to, I mean, we have the Three of Cups here, but I see you needing to learn more. You're going to want to learn more about it, whatever this is. Okay, we have the Three of Cups and the Six of Staves. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Like, whatever this is, you're going to be too happy. You're going to be, ooh, and Saturn moves into Aquarius. We have a lot of Aquarian energy here. We have 2 stars. Okay. The Six of Staves and the Three of Cups. It's successful. This is success. Attractive, looks good, celebration. There's something public about this, though, with the Six of Staves. Actually, some of you are going to be presented with contracts or asked about a deal or about a collaboration or about a partnership or about a union. And I feel like it changes your status. It changes your status in the world, much in the same way that older astrology, you know, because the 10th house, it's career, it's public status, but it's also like marriage did that for people. It changed their level. It changed their, not only their vibration in their lives, but it changed how the world, actually that's still true, how the world sees you when you're married. Your name changes, legal things change, okay? It's like a thing. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing more of the practical, I'm sorry, I cut my hair again and there's like, I'm seeing more of the practical parts of this. And I'm seeing that whatever this partnership is, it changes your status on the internet, 2 stars, in the world, and the Six of Staves. It's a commitment, the Hierophant, like a really, it's a commitment. It's like a very serious, it's serious, okay? It's serious, but it's happy. It's very happy, and this is like bringing a lot of culmination of internal work for you. With this Hermit following the star, it's like following my light led me here. Following my star led me here. Following my heart, following my spirit, following my intuition led me right here. Very inspired energy here. Okay. Oh, and the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of this deck. What did I say? That this is the apprentice to the to this guy right here. That's the apprentice to this guy. At this point, he's a master, and this commission is his reward. Okay? This is his reward. He's getting a big commission to do the church, and he's like a pro. He's a professional. So it's like someone here, you're probably Page of Pentacles. You're going to be leveling up. You're partnering with someone who knows, they know. This is their forte. This is their thing, like me in screenwriting, like me and my thing. This is their thing, okay? This is their thing. You're learning from them, or they're learning from you. If you have your thing, if you're like, I'm the cook, I'm the baker, this is my thing. This is my thing. Get out of the kitchen, please. It's my thing. You know? I'm getting that very strongly too. All right, let's get Oracle and then we'll call it. Oh, I love this. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Okay. That really is like the new name of the game with the A-Changin, with the website. It's a balance between spirituality and practicality. That's what I'm endeavoring to do here now. So AIT, It's still on pause. I'm restructuring, organizing everything, like everything on the channel, with me, with my life, with my time, with my priorities, what I want to give to you guys on the channel, and like all of that stuff. It's all towards giving you guys more though. So it's all going to be good. It's all going to be good. Okay. What advice do we have regarding the spread this week ahead for all of my people on the Watch Natalie channel? What advice do they need to hear? 3 advices. They went like whoosh, that way. The energy is gaining momentum. That's sort of scary. Waxing moon energy. You know, when Saturn and the Sun meet in the sky in the early part of the week, when Mars meets Jupiter near the end of the week, when Saturn changes signs into there's a lot of you're going to feel a pressure cooker energy with Saturn. You could feel pressure. You could just feel like you don't have any time. You could feel like you have to do it before it's all over forever. You could feel like you might feel that way. And if you feel overwhelmed, it's okay. It's part of these energies, just like pushing you, pressure cooker energy to pop. You know, a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra energy. Woohoo! So this is the partnership. That's total confirmation for those of you where this is that. Okay? Damn. And don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo energy. Don't let pride get in your way. We do have the 6 of Wands here, and that's the public energy. So I feel like you're celebrating, you happy, could be on display, be on public display here. I'm not really getting that's where they're talking about, like you just posting on social media. What I'm actually getting is that the pride getting in your way could happen more in the partnership. If you're the apprentice, if you're the younger energy of the two, or if you're the more inexperienced energy of the two, you might, and I am getting a little bit of that reversal energy with this, is that it could be your pride that is keeping you from, or keeping someone else from coming to you and getting this going. I'm saying it so easily, like it's so nonchalant. I forget that some things that I say effortlessly, easily, nonchalantly is like a really big, heavy thing for someone to hear. So I'm talking about this like it's nonchalant, but for someone out there, it could be really difficult to accept that, to realize that they are an apprentice in some way, shape, or form. So it could be difficult for them to like accept it, accept where their heart has led them, accept where, you know, and that's really those themes of interconnectedness, of power, of the shift in power, of the changes coming up. All right. So keep all of that in mind. If you're on the side of that side, don't let pride get in your way. Just open up, just reach out. All right. If you're on the other side, just know that the energy is gaining momentum. I'm recommending for everyone to meditate. That's going to always be my recommendation, but I mean, just like, especially for this week, you want to just, the flow is happening. You're in the flow already. Everything's happening to you. So just do the best you can with what you have, and let me know if you guys need any help. Okay, my loves. So that concludes the reading officially. Now I'm just going to chit chat with you guys for a little while. Okay, so the A-Changin is growing and blossoming into this beautiful thing. And what started a year ago as, let me just help people, let me just share a couple things I know, let me just do it as a fluke, and then people started asking me for readings, and here we are now. Okay, here, long story short, here we are now. Here's what we're doing. Here's what's going on with the A-Changin. So the AIT course is paused. This cycle is paused until I write more of the manifesto. I have been guided to develop my own meditation technique. Now, it won't be mine, Natalie's. It'll be Natalie who is channeling it, but obviously it's going to be source. It's going to be a divine thing, okay? So that's all going. The website, I will be offering classes, like group classes for groups of us via video conference on tarot, astrology, and psychism. And then offering, like I said before, the one-on-one individual, hour by hour esoteric instruction. So that's really personalized. That's where we work together on a one-on-one basis and assess where you are, first of all, of course. And really, I really just work with you one-on-one to develop your psychic ability. And of course, it's going to include removing blockages to that psychic ability from coming to fruition, or a lot of you already are really psychic and empathetic and have weird things happening in your house. Okay, so it's like pretty natural. So we're gonna have group classes. We have group classes, one-on-one coaching, not coaching, but just, I don't know what to call it. Help me. Is it training? Is it instruction? Mentorship? I don't know. I don't know what to call it. Anyway, help me with that. Thanks. Comment below what I should call it. I'm calling it private esoteric instruction. If you guys have a better idea, I have no pride or ego here. Pride is not getting in my way. If there's a better name for it, let's go for it. The best idea wins. And we will, I have a blog, it's up, but I'm going to be incorporating more about the A-Changin lifestyle, the A-Changin art of living, okay, which is basically my art of living constructed and organized to be able to share with everyone else in a way where you customize it to your own art of living, so that you just keep what resonates, you discard what doesn't resonate, and then you just personalize it, customize it, make it your own. But it's going to give you a really strong structure, a really strong skeleton for you to fatten up with your own individuality and your own unique expressions of your spirit, of who you are. So there will be vlogging. I'm going to make videos, lifestyle stuff, not Gwyneth Paltrow Goops type lifestyle stuff, but Natalinian, A-Changin, psychic tarot, astrology, weirdo lifestyle, witchy stuff. Okay? Lifestyle stuff. So that's with the A-Changin. And as far as the channel goes, there will still be the new moon and full moon videos. I think I might be doing, let me know how you guys like this weekly for all signs. And then, like I said before, I'm definitely going to keep the Capricorner and then work out a way. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be doing the 12 signs every single week for where Capricorn is in your chart. That's still, I really do want to incorporate all 12 signs on the channel for like very specific somehow. So I'm still working out how that's going to manifest. I'm sure it'll be guided to me in the divine timing. So we'll see where that goes, but that's where we are now, my love. So take care, be well. If you would like a personal reading from me, you can book me at theartchangin.com/shop, and I work with your energies. I get your intel, and you ask me whatever you want to know, whatever you feel like you're ready to know, and then we go through it. So check that out. Check out the new website. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. This is a little overthinking. This is sort of thinking and thinking and thinking, procrastinating, daydreaming about you. They're very inspired. Here's what you did. You inspired their heart to open. You inspired this person's heart to just really open. Do you guys hear that? Okay, sorry. That's right, the exciting part. This is it. This is the approach. They're literally bringing their cup of love and offering it to you, Capricorn. Oh my